Watch it!
Get your knee out of my face!
My shoes
Man,
hurt. Scourge, you stink. Ow! What was that?
Quit your belly aching, we're on!
Oh man, I'm way too short for this.
I hear you've been having some trouble. No, this is a bad one, Sergeant. Worst I've seen.
Not long ago, we had this region secure under the supervision of one Colonel Blintz. That changed when Blintz was injured in the line of duty. Medics did what they could, but he sustained a massive, disfiguring head wound.
Disfiguring? He lost his mind.
And how? That was the last we saw or heard of him. Until this. No. I'm afraid so. He's gone tan.
And he took his soldiers with him. Those that didn't turn melted down for scrap.
Our mission is to proceed through the white picket fence and track down the Colonel. When you find him, eliminate all defenses and terminate the Colonel.
All right, men, we got a job to do.
Yeah, I think that opening cutscene does a pretty good job of introducing the cast, setting the tone, and giving the basic plot of the game. What it does not do is explain how the game is played, so that's what I'm gonna have to do, so buckle in, fucker. Army Men STR is a strategy time real game, which you could have figured out by the title if you knew how to read. As an STR, the game is naturally unnecessarily hard and frustrating and fucking annoying and a goddamn piece of shit. See, people like me who enjoy STR games hate ourselves. We want to fail. It's enjoyable to us. Spending an hour building a base only to have it fall makes my dick grow to its maximum size of 3 inches. I mention that specifically for the ladies out there. I am very free, call me. Now you may be thinking that it's a little weird for an adult to be playing an Army Men game. And you're right, but also don't assume my age. I am only 21, thank you very much. I am still very much a child and will be for the next 10 years at least. Probably. Anyway, most of the Army Men games take place at least partially in the plastic world, which is very much not the real world, because spending too much time in the real world causes them to turn into plastic statues in a process called plastification. I think this is fucking stupid. Isn't the main appeal of Army Men the fact that they are living toy soldiers that fight when we aren't looking? Have the developers even fucking seen Toy Story? It's easy money. Just have them fight in a bedroom. It sells itself. Army Men STR is set in and around a very gross and extremely relatable home because mere moments before filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, the devs figured out that plastification is lame as hell and finally fixed the series. This setting already puts STR high above some of the other entries, which is extremely easy to do, but pretend that it's not. God damn, Toy Story was a really good movie. If you haven't seen it yet this week, you really need to take some time out to do that. It's such a good movie. Now that we're on the same page about that, it's time to talk a bit more about the incredible gameplay. If you've ever played a strategy time real game, then you get the gist. You control an army and kill shit. Bugs included in this case. Plastic and electricity act as currency to build your base, soldiers, etc., with electricity being required to build vehicles. You get more plastic from either melting your own buildings or by sucking all the plastic from defeated soldiers, destroyed vehicles, buildings, or various household items which darken as they drain until they're unusable as a source of energy. I don't actually really know how this works at all, but you can also suck electrical power from digital watches, toasters, batteries, cell phones, and all that kind of shit, which makes slightly more sense to me than plastic, but it has a physical form, which is weird. The Tan Army is not going to just play defense all day though, and are also amassing an army to take out yours, so you need to be on your toes and think fast to adapt to any situation. Sometimes a good defense is the best offense, and then sometimes that's a terrible idea. Look, if you think it's all too much to handle, don't be ashamed to try the boot camp, which serves as the game's tutorial. I'm just fucking joking, dude. That's extremely embarrassing for you to have to do that. It's a game for kids, dude. It's a game for fucking children, and you need the tutorial? In every level, you start with some variation of Sarge's Heroes from the very fondly remembered and aptly titled game Sarge's Heroes, and who could forget the incredible sequel Sarge's Heroes 2? You usually have to build up a base to battle the Tan Menace, although some levels see you exclusively using Sarge's Heroes to get through, and it can be pretty challenging being limited to such a small unit. But Sarge and Pals all do more damage and take more damage than normal infantry. Once they're dead though, that's it for the rest of the level. They don't come back. It's fair, but it's also really unfair if you catch my drift. If you're an idiot, you're gonna find that every level ends with you getting a bronze medal, and you're gonna have no idea what you did wrong. That's because you didn't notice that each level has secondary objectives you have to complete to get either silver or gold medals. Obviously, gold is the best. On all platforms, you unlock 8 great battles by getting gold medals. But for whatever reason, console fuckboys got 8 special operations as well, which are even more cool levels to play around in. They also got intelligence files, which are lame 3D models you can look at, but literally who gives a shit. The extra missions are a lot of fun for masochists, and for completing all of them, you get an alternate title screen. It's honestly worth it, I mean, come on. As a side note, the 8 special operations and intelligence files can be modded into the PC version. A link to the mod is in the video description, so don't say I never did anything for you. What really makes the story of the game work for me is the writing, which is really good for an Army Men game.
All right, men, let's get down to brass tacks. Blintz has been working on some kind of evil factory up here, and we've got to take it out.
But why is it evil?
'Cause Blintz made it, and Blintz is evil. Ipso facto, evil factory. Go with the program, soldier.
Well, what's it do?
It makes bad things. Bad things. Look, we blow things up. It's our job. And if I've seen one thing in my day that needs some blowing up pronto, it is this. So, are you gonna get off your and do your jobs, or do you want to get back in that bucket? Now who's with me? Sir, we are, sir! That's more like it.
The basic plot is a blatant ripoff of Apocalypse Now, but that's fine. I think of it as a little kid's interpretation of the 5-hour film. By the way, fuck Toy Story. Have your kid watch Apocalypse Now in the dark from start to finish, and make sure it's the longest cut. A good time is guaranteed. The frame rate on both the GameCube and PS2 could definitely be better, but as a strategy time real game, it's not something that really hurts gameplay. In fact, most drops happen in cutscenes. What does hurt gameplay ever so slightly is the inability to turn the camera. You can move it up and down to get a better view of the action, but turning it is a no-go, and this is a problem, because you can't see everything you want to, and level boundaries also get in the way. It's fucking inconvenient. But if you couldn't tell, I think the game is great. It's a whole lot of fun. It's a awesome time. I think the series as a whole is great at wasting potential, and I might talk about the others one day. I don't know. It'll probably be a good use of my time to talk about those. You know, especially the bad ones. That'd be fun for me to do. It'd be a lot of fun. So I might do that. Look forward to that. It'll be a whole lot of fun. It'll be a ton of fun to play all the Army Men games. There's a lot of them, but yeah, I mean,